Dear children, welcome back to our zoology class. Okay, in the last class we discussed about Mendels first law, which state that the dissimilar pairs of factor only one member of the pair dominate, that is dominant character, and the other one is recessive character. Okay, then Mendels Second Law. During gamete formation, the factors of a character pair present in a parent segregate from each other such that the gamete receive only one of the two factors. During gametogenesis, the factors of a character pair segregate from each other. A gamete contains only one of the two factors. Okay, in homozygous condition, which contains similar types of gametes, but in the case of heterozygous, two gametes are produced or dissimilar gametes are produced. Then what is the difference between backcross and Tescos? Backcross and Tescos. Backcross is a cross between a hybrid and its any of the parent. But in the case of Tescos, crossing of an F1 hybrid with its recessive parent. Hence the monohybrid Tescos ratio 1:1. Tescos, what is the advantages of this Tescos? It is used to find out unknown genotype of a character. Consider recessive parent as white flower and violet flower, and cross between these, what are the products? In the case of homozygous recessive, that is white color flower, consider suppose the unknown genotype of that violet color flower, it is homozygous character. That means capital W represent violet color. Suppose then recessive character already given here, small w, small letter w. Then after the formation of these gametes, recessive allele or the white flower produces two gametes, small w, and but in the case of violet colored flower produces capital W and capital W, two gametes. Then after they produce the progeny, W small w, W small w. See, all are violet. In this case, the F2 generation or the next generation, all plants or all flowers are violet. Now we can interpret that unknown genotype is homozygous dominant W, capital W, homozygous dominant. Now what is the next case? Let's consider the violet color flower, their genotype, guessing genotype is capital W, small w, heterozygous condition. Then here already given the homozygous recessive allele, small w. Okay, now the formation of gametes on both parent or both flower. Then after cross, which produce capital W, small w off, and small w off. So half of the flower are violet and half of the flower are white. Now here the interpretation is unknown flower is heterozygous condition. So what is the advantages of Tescos? It is to find out unknown genotype of a character. Okay, now next our topic is Mendel's law of inheritance. So here we consider a more than one pair of characteristics. Inheritance of two genes. Okay, earlier classes, first Mendel take what? A inheritance of single gene. Here inheritance of more than two genes or two genes. It is a cross between two parents differing in two pairs of contrasting characters. Note the point. Two pairs of contrasting characters. Example: cross between pea plant with, okay, which are the more than two pairs of allele. Okay, he take a pair of two pairs of character of a particular plant. Example: round shaped and yellow colored seeds, capital RY, capital R, capital R, capital Y, and wrinkled, their opposite character, wrinkled shaped and green colored seeds, small r, small y. Okay, now can you see the round and yellow colored seed? Then here another opposite character, wrinkled and green. So when we are going to cross, so what may be the result? So this is actually dihybrid cross. So what is the first step? So take the parents at first. Mendel take the parents at first. Homozygous round yellow, round character is controlled by a pair of allele, capital R, and yellow is controlled by the factors capital Y. So next parent, cross with the next parent, wrinkled, it is represented by small r, and green represented by the recessive allele, small y. Now the gamete produced in F1 generation, capital R, capital Y from one parent, and small r, small y from another parent. Okay, now what is the F1 generation? After gamete formation, they fuse or fertilized together to produce the next generation or one parent or offspring. So it is heterozygous condition. Just I write here, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Here dominant character which shows the phenotype. Okay, so now this offspring produces round yellow. Okay, round yellow. So what may be the next step? What is the procedure of the next step? Okay, selfing. F1 selfing. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y cross with the capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. So what are the gametes formed here in first parent? Okay, I will show you. Okay, the gamete formation in F2 generation. See, capital R, capital Y, first gamete. Then capital R, small y, next. Then small r, small y. Okay, then small r, capital Y, small r, capital Y. Then small r, small y, that is last gamete, small r, small y. Okay, similar gametes are produced from another or next parent, capital R, small r, capital R, small y. Capital R, capital Y produces one gamete, capital R, small y, another gamete, and small r, capital Y, another gamete, then small r, small y, another gamete. Okay, the F2, for F2 generation, these four gametes are fused with the pollen grains, or male gamete fused with the egg. Here, capital R cross with the capital R to form capital R, round color, then capital Y, yellow. So now the offspring is round yellow color. Then what is the next product? Capital R, small, capital Y, small y, round yellow. Then what is the third one? Capital R, small r, then capital Y, round yellow. Then what is the fourth product? Capital R, small r, then capital R, y, small y, round yellow. Then next row produce capital R, capital Y, small y, that is round yellow. The next capital R, small y, round green. Then capital R, capital Y, small y, round yellow. Then last capital R, small y, round green. Okay, third row. Capital R, small r, then capital Y, round yellow. Then capital R, capital Y, round yellow. Small r, capital Y, wrinkled yellow. Small r, capital Y, wrinkled yellow. The next capital R, small r, then capital Y, round yellow. Then here capital R, small y, round green. Then capital R, capital Y, wrinkled yellow. The last product small r, small y, wrinkled green. Here new two characters are produced in F2 generation in dihybrid cross. Okay, after this dihybrid cross, we find out the ratio, dihybrid ratio from this cross. Not 3:1, it's changed into 9:3:3:1. How it forms? 9 around yellow, 3 round green. 9 round yellow, 3 is another new product, new individual or new offspring, round green. Then another 3 wrinkled yellow, that is the another new individual or new offspring. But last one is parental, wrinkled green. But overall their ratio is 9:3:3:1. 9:3:3:1. Okay, this is phenotypic ratio. But in the case of their genotypic ratio, it may change. Okay, the genotypic ratio, dihybrid genotypic ratio is 1:2:1, then 2:4:2, then 1:2:1. This is the dihybrid F2 genotypic ratio. Okay, last, the Mendels third law, law of independent assortment. Okay, what is this law state, or what is this law? So this law states that when more than one pair of character, okay, it is the interaction of two genes, that is more than one pair of characters are involved in a cross, factors pairs independently segregate from other pair of character. Once again, factor pair independently segregate from other pair of character. Here possibility 1 and possibility 2, factor pair 1 and factor pair 2. When the gamete formation or this pair of factors are independently segregate from other pair of factor. Okay, that is law of independent assortment.